friends. Today I'm going to talk about ancient astronauts and angels. I personally believe that ancient astronauts are angels. Let me explain why I believe that. Okay, there are three heavens. You have the blue sky and the clouds as the first heaven. The second heaven is outer space, and the third heaven is where God lives. Now, I'm sure that ancient people thought that God lived in the clouds. You see a lot of cartoon thing about heaven with the clouds and harps and all that. So I imagine that a lot of ancient people believed that heaven was up there in the clouds. But now that we know a little more about the heavens, we all probably believe that angels live with God in the third heaven. And if angels have to come here to see us, they have to leave the third heaven, go to the second heaven, go to the first heaven, and come to earth to give us a word from God. At least, during the biblical times they did that. The definition for astronaut is someone who travels through space. So angels were the first beings to travel through space. So before Neil Armstrong or any of the astronauts landed on the moon, the angels were the first ones to travel through space. So we could call angels astronauts, ancient astronauts, because they are much older than we are, very ancient. So I think the word ancient astronauts fit them perfectly. I believe there are good and bad angels. There are good angels that travel the second heaven to come to earth to speak to us, and then you have the fallen angels, and they're the ones that come and deceive. And I believe in ancient times they came pretending to be other gods. And if you read mythology, a lot of the gods came from the sky, but when you read it from a modern mind, or let's talk about technology here, because the ancient people may not have had technology, and so all this stuff looked very magical and powerful. And when the fallen angels said, "Hey, I'm a god," they believed it and they worshiped them. But in our modern day, now that we have space travel ourselves, we would probably more or less think of them as aliens coming from another planet. When all in reality, they're probably fallen angels pretending to be aliens. But, either way, they still travel the stars, and you could pretty much say that fallen angels and angels from God are astronauts because they have the ability to travel through space. I think it's sort of cool that they can travel in space, the angels. You always picture them with wings on their back, and I got to thinking about this, and I'll have to do some scientific research on this. Can wings really work out in space? I don't think all angels have wings, but the Bible does mention about wings. And you have to wonder if wings would really work out there in space. I know there's no gravity out there. So would wings would wings help you travel through space? If there's any scientists watching this, I would really like to have you answer my question on that. If wings can make an object move through space, that would be a very interesting thing to know or not. But I really believe that we can fairly say that angels are ancient astronauts, and they also are aliens because they are not of this world. Now, is there life on other planets? Like, maybe they're not angelic beings or just animals and bacteria and maybe people like us. I don't know. Only God knows. But I think we can agree that angels are aliens. They are alien to our planet. They weren't born here, so they're from another world called heaven. And they're astronauts in that they travel the heavens. Thank you for watching my video.